morning, everyone. It is Rob. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to Market Mornings. Let me know that you all can hear me. Please type the number 1 in the comment section down below. Nothing worse than talking to myself for the next half hour or so. I would greatly appreciate it. And you can type in a number 2 if you can't hear me. That's fine. With that, keep in mind as we go through here, everything we look at today is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. All right. And if you like what you see here, folks, go ahead and follow along with us. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Ring the bell. Make sure you get notifications of all the various videos we put out. Just our live trainings alone, we do 7 a week here on YouTube. So there's a lot of trainings that pop up here every single week, right? Let's see. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow, can't even see them all, guys. Let's see. Hey, Ed, Jonathan, you guys jumped in real early with morning. I appreciate that. Morning, say hey. Joel, Robert, Paula, morning. Evelyn, say hey. Hope my mouth is better. Actually, say hey. It's worse today than it was yesterday. I actually stopped trading yesterday because I was in a little bit more pain than I wanted to be. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Morning, Trip. Derek, good morning. Jonathan, Jose, John C., Karen, good morning. Charles, good to see you here. Paul, Ops Trader, good morning, Ops Trader. Excellent. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in, folks. Let's start off with the futures. So the ES right now is up. Is that 83 points? Yes, we have not had one of these in a while. What do you mean one of these, Rob? Where we opened up, right? Here we had the close at 5 p.m. The open at 6 p.m. Last night, we opened up and we just went up. It's a beautiful thing. Right, we're just rocking on like Donkey Kong, baby. It is really, it's a great move. Now, let's be realistic for a second, okay? We're still in a very bearish bias. We're up on the ES 80 points-ish, so 42.50. So we've got 42.85 as our 8 moving average. So we're still in bearish bias, but it's great to see that bullish move today. Maybe we get the next leg down. Who knows? We'll see where it all goes. But 83 points, nice strong bullish move. We're up 600 points on the Dow right now. That's awesome, considering it was nowhere near that when I got up this morning. But what a great move, right? A lot of it in the last little bit, couple hundred points, right? In the last hour or two. The NQ is up 336 points. Great move for NQ. NASDAQ stock's going to be rocking today. Russell, the RTY, is up 37 points on RTY. Nice move. Bitcoin, I hope and pray that you listened in last week when I talked about, that 38, 36, 34, 38, 34 level that you considered as we got back down there, because we're at 42,000 right now. We're up 3,600 points right now on the day on Bitcoin. If you did pick some up, congrats, great job. We're up about 188 on Ethereum. They've got a little bit of a pullback going on now, but still a great run for them. Gold is saying, now we quit. We give up, uncle. We're down 45 points on gold. Flight to safety, no need for it when the market is rocking. Okay. And then crude oil, we're down. Is it down because, it was too high, or because the war is getting better? It was too high. Right? It was too high. 130 is a number we're going to wind up at if this war continues, but not a sustainable number right out of the gate to hit it and stay there. I don't think so. But some of the numbers that we're seeing on gas out there, I see people on my own Facebook page posting 439, 459 in New York, and outside, California over $5. I mean, it's crazy. It absolutely is crazy. But we are down 582 per barrel on oil, almost 5%, 4.75%. So overall, I like it. Let's see. Paul said, are the moving average lines on your 5-minute chart the same 8 and 21? See, the 8, Paul, is the pink. The 21 is the yellow, right? And can you see it here? So if you look close, and I know it might be hard just based on the size of the screen, but when you look and you see the moving average exponential close 21.0, 21 is the moving average. You can see it's yellow, and then 8 is the pink line. So it's there. It just might be tiny. I purposely don't keep it bigger, so I don't have this massive thing on my screen. It's all, to me, it's all about real estate. I need as much space as possible, and putting big words up there don't help me for me. But yes, good question. Appreciate you. Yeah, I can't read that from here. I get it, Paul. That's what I figured. It's too small. I know. Especially, I know some of you on laptops or tablets, or even worse, your phone, which that becomes like a dot. That's the equivalent of the guy that writes on a grain of rice, a whole document. That's how small it can get on phone. So, all right. How'd you do yesterday on your trades? Let me know. Drop those trades in. I'm going to jump in right now and talk about mine from yesterday, or what we looked at yesterday. So we had a couple of really nice setups yesterday. Caterpillar and ENPH were really good setups yesterday. And oil, right? Oil rocking. So I took a trade on Caterpillar. It was a bull put spread. So on Caterpillar, we had an upgrade. We said a bull put spread below 197. So let me go over here. Let me get to Caterpillar. And below 197 was my note, right? I wound up with the 197 halves is what I wound up doing. It still put me way the heck down here. But I didn't want to go all the way down to 195. I thought it was too far away. When I looked at it and looked at the pricing of it, it just wasn't worth it for me. So on the 97 half, 195, we were able to pick up 35 cents. I legged into that position one at a time, fairly early into the day. And right now, let's turn Caterpillar into a vertical, 95, 97 half. Right now, it's worth 17 cents. That's the current price if you wanted to wind down of it right now, right? And we're up another $3.60. So that should help solidify the number. I didn't wind out of it yesterday. As I had started to say before, right about the time I finished up this trade, after all the talking from here, my mouth was hurting pretty bad. So I kind of walked away and went and laid down for a little bit. And that's the greatest thing about trading for a living, right? You get to take the day off when you need it and not worry about it, right? So yeah, I did take the day. I came back and did power option plays yesterday, and I was done for the day at that point. And even now, I'm feeling it a little bit this morning. It's just no one's home during the day. I don't talk, right? So except for here. All right. So let's see how you guys did. Jeff said Valero 300% in 2 weeks. Great job, Jeff. I love hearing that. 300%. Ops trader SPY bear call spread $1,500. Nice. $1,500. That's great, ops trader. Facebook power option plays was smashish. Smallish. Okay, smallish. Got it. Took it to smash. Smallish hit a loss of $200. All right. Ed said on his micro YM up 1%. 1% a day, Ed. That's 5% a week. Are you okay with 5% a week, guys? Ed, is that a doable number, 1% a day on the micros? Paula said 105% profit on SPY, 2 trades. Great job on that, Paula. Evelyn said 4 SPY scalps, 2 long puts, 2 long calls, up 6.6%. Nice. Very nice. Joel said ES ran over with its ping-ponging. Yes, you can get there. Exactly. Jonathan said you got $90 on Caterpillar, 90 cents on Caterpillar. No, I got 35 cents on Caterpillar. 3.5. And Ed said, yes, 1% is doable in a day. Folks, 5% a week, 5% a week on trading YM. Right? Micros, which means you have very small amount of cash in there, very small amount of cash at risk in that trade. Ed said, love 1% daily. Me too. Guys, this is spending cash to me. It's exactly what I use futures for. It's kind of spending cash. Yeah, I want to buy a new fishing reel, or I want to buy a new tool, or here, I just bought a stand mixer for pizza dough. The one we have is shop, right? Just bought a new stand mixer for our pizza dough. Hey, we need a mixer. We got the pizza oven, right? What are you going to do? So we got these big parties already planned. We got to start making that dough. Why don't you do that by paying for it with the trades that you make instead of just saying, oh, let's take cash out of the bank or put it on a credit card, make the trade, make the money, make the payment, right? Place the order. So good job, everybody. I appreciate the sharing. That is awesome. With that, let's go ahead and take a look at today's candidates. Let's see. Why did I do that? ZIM belongs there. That's not what I was trying to accomplish. What I was really trying to do was just delete these out in here. Actually, TradeStation decided to update my not TradeStation. Microsoft decided to update my computer last night, shut it down. Even though I had saved it, I lost everything I had on TradeStation. I had to reset it up this morning when I came up and set the computer up. So it was fun. It was fun. So I lost the gold and the oil stuff on the bottom. I'll put them back in there, just not now. So we've got a few candidates out there today. The very first one is Dollar Tree. They have upgrade. They are up, of course, this morning, $5.20. It doesn't hurt to have an upgrade when the market is up 600 points, right? When the S&P is up 80 points, it doesn't hurt. So we're at 152 right now. So nice. We got above the 149 quarter. So we're looking for a bull put spread below. It's a put spread 149. And we're at 152 right now. So I like it. All right. Let me see something here. All right, it's looking like chart's going to get very messy for a second. This is a weekly chart, a monthly chart. We're at all-time highs on Dollar Tree, right? Which someone told me is no longer a dollar. When you go in there, it's now $1.25 for Dollar Tree. But they said it's the same thing because it's still in that dollar range. Oh, okay. We keep telling ourselves that stuff. Let's see. Not what I wanted. All right. So bull put spread on DLTR. Let's go look next at Emerson, EMR. No, it's not Emerson, Lake and Palmer. All right, EMR. Let's see. We want to see. Oh, actually, we need to get this chart big. So we're up right now, $2.88 on EMR. Let's go back and look at a little bit of a bigger picture here. We had a nice channel going along on EMR. But I am going to slap a fib on there. Actually, hold on a second. Wait a second. And that channel is really rocking. Those fib lines are holding fantastic. We're going to leave that channel right where it is. So 96.5, we're at above that 95.65. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 95. Below 95. Right? We can make it back up to that 98 3/4, 99 level-ish. We've been there a couple of times already in the last few months. So definitely doable again. Right? GE, they bring good things to light. Right? You can see where their split was, right? Where that big gap was in there, their reverse split. Right? They have been on a tear to the downside. I'm going to pull that back. We're not really respecting those channel lines right now. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a fib off of here. All right, let's come back over here and let's put GE in. We're up 205 on share buyback. They were at 2 million shares or 2 billion. I don't remember what it was. I don't think it was billion, but it was a big number of share buyback. It was approved by the board. That Wall Street looks at that going, ooh, the shares must be undervalued if the company's willing to buy them back. But keep something in mind. They made the announcement. Do you know how many shares they actually must buy back? 0. They're not required to buy any back. They're just saying that they're thinking of buying them back, or they want to be able to buy them back, right? They may have a number in their mind that says when GE gets down to 80 is when we're going to buy it back, or 70 or 60, right? But reverse splits never work out well for folks. Never, ever, ever work out well. We got that gap up, and we've just, from where it opened at 104, we're now down at 88. All right, so let's see where we're at, 90.20. So we are still underneath that fib line right there. So this becomes a weight. Not excited about GE at all. Netflix, always excited about Netflix. Anytime I can get news on Netflix, I love it. They were an upgrade. But I'm sure that the NASDAQ being up 300 points will have something to do with them being up $7, besides just the upgrade. And the upgrade doesn't have a name next to it, right? So it's not like it came from a Goldman or something like that, right? So we're up $7.24, which means we're sitting at 349 right now. Overall bearish pattern on Netflix. We're at 349. Guys, we're still below that 351. So I would want the stock above 351. And I'm going to look at a bull put spread below 350. Let me see. Let me get these back over to single. Yeah, I was going to say below 350. We don't have $1 increments here, so they're 250s. So below 350 is where we're looking at there. All right. Now, folks, if we get a rollover in the market, Netflix is setting up for what I would call a B entry, a B trade. The moving average is not a confluence with the fib line, but if we can move back up into that level, and which we are now, 349, and fail off of there, that's a B entry. It's still a good entry. I would take it as aggressive, so less contracts or dollars than you would normally take on the entry. All right. So let's see. Robert said he had done Facebook puts, Facebook bull put spread, Wolf bull put spread, GLD bull put spread, small profits on most. Gave some back on the Facebook spread. Okay, got it. Appreciate you sharing that there, Robert. Let's see. Derek said, when doing spreads, how far in time do you usually go with? Front week. Derek, if I'm doing this spread on Friday, I'm doing Friday's expiration, right? That's where I'm at. I don't want to go further out than that with these. That's why we look primarily at weeklies and we don't look at any of the monthly options really. All right. So I hope that helps. PayPal. So Netflix is a power option play stock. So I have zero issues with taking directional trades with that. PayPal is another power option play stock. I love taking directional trades on them. I mean, they're only $94 right now too. Go figure. You know, they were a couple $100 not long ago. So PayPal got a downgrade by Bank of America. So big company, right? PYPL, but they're up $2.94. So the downgrade didn't kick in. Why? The market's up. Everything's up, right? Everything's up. People are feeling better, right? I don't know why, but they are. So we're at 97.84. So we're still below that 100-point level. We've got 101 is our 8 moving average. Guys, I'm going to wait on this one. I would be looking for pivot points to look for potential trades off of pivot points intraday. Right? Drop in the candidate you want me to take a look at, guys. Right? There's only 2 more left, so drop in what you got there. Darlo, I see your ice. Appreciate that. And I'll get to the other ones that you got there. Paul said, with most of the pop candidates up in the overnight, does that change the outlook a bit or just a minor correction? Paul, if we look at PayPal again, and PayPal's bias was bearish and we had it down as a day trade, right? What changes here? Well, the market's up, so can I day trade it? Yes. Up, sure. But where are we? We're sitting at 97.84, call it $98. We got a 100-point level right above our head and 101 just above that. So the question is, do you want to take a bullish entry trying to go above that? You don't have a lot of room. The answer is no. Now, break above, retest, and bounce, different story. Break the 100, retest, and bounce. Sure, you know where your stop is going to be very tight below that 100, right? And you're fighting the overall market. That's okay. Does that make sense, Paul? Let me know in the comments below. All right, we got Stitch Fix is our next one. S-Fix, Stitch Fix. They got a downgrade. No name, as far as I'm concerned. It wasn't an important one. They're $9 stock. Ooh. Okay. Wow. They're down at $8.85. These guys have been on a tear from 110. Right? So do I have any intention of trading this one? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Could you? Yeah, if you can get a bear call spread on it, maybe. We're looking at the stock sitting right now at 9, we'll call it. Right? Have we been there before? Yeah, 2019 we were there. Actually, 9? No, I don't think so. No, not 9. So we're the lowest low it's ever been at right now. Remember, you can only go to 0. So there's only $8 more, $9 more to go. Can you get a bear call spread? Maybe. I would, let me go look at it, but we'll give some numbers to it, I guess. But I'm not even going to try to draw a fib on it. It's just been horrible. I would draw the fib from 45 down here to 18, and it's such a big move. You're not even going to be able to sustain those kind of numbers as far as what you'll need for intraday movement. See, 1065, we make $2.15 every 2 days. I'd have to split it and split it and split it. There's no sense, right? So I'm going to do it with the moving average. I'm looking at potentially, I'm going to write weight on mine, but you could do a bear call spread above 11.5. We do have half, 50-cent increments. So 11.5 as of yesterday was $1.05, and then the 12.94. Maybe. I just think with that kind of move down, you're not going to see a whole lot of niceness to it at all, right? And then ZIM is our very last one, right? So let's go look at ZIM. They are earnings. They're up $5.57 to $74.60 right now. So let's go take a look. See. All right. So newer company came out in 21, late 20, early 21. All right. So we'll draw a fib here. Good numbers, good setup. We're sitting at 76.40, so we're above that 75 level. Really big move for them. We could potentially look at, I'm not excited about it, but we could potentially look at a bull put spread below 75. Below 75. And you do have 50-cent increments down at that point as well. But, wow. Again, big numbers before the move today. We've got to see where the numbers pan out on today. All right, so let's take a look at the candidate you guys dropped in there. First one, Darrell had ICE in there. ICE, ICE. So overall bearish bias as of yesterday. We definitely need to look at every one of these in the pre-market. Monthly options only. They're flat on the day. I don't have any movement on them as of yet. Here, let's switch over to this list. So we're in a bearish bias. Until we open on it, Darlo, I don't know what the answer is to it. 126.85 and 123.79 are resistance and support. So hope that helps. Let me know in the comments down below. Linda is asking for Micron. Let's see, MU. So Micron is up 286. They're at $80 right now. So they're pushing right into that 80 level. They're still in a bearish bias. You know, it's a nice move, but they're still in a bearish bias. Look at 77.36 as support. If we break the 80, retest and bounce, 83.5 is our next target. And what I like about that is you've got the 8 moving average as the confluence right there. Okay? So good setup. I hope that helps, Linda. Ops traders asking for Tesla. Another power option plays candidate. And guys, you're going to find a lot of pattern structure happening right now. You want to make sure you fully understand patterns, right? One of our coaches, Tony Benson, he's nicknamed the Pattern Whisperer, right? By me, because he is amazing at, ooh, did you see that pattern? I'm like, where? Oh, it's right. Oh, yeah, now I got it, right? Tony is teaching a training. I think it's today. I think it's today. Do I have it open? I do. Yeah, it is. It's today. He's doing it today at noon. Right? Today's the 9th. It is all day. Sean, can you drop that link in there, please? All right. So Sean already has. Guys, go ahead and register for this free training. Tony's going to rock your world with what he does with patterns. And he's going to show you some tips, some tricks to get pattern recognition down better. All right. So when we look at Tesla, back to Tesla. We look at Tesla, we're up $19.75. He just petitioned the courts to drop the SEC regulation or agreement he made with them because they're making it impossible for him to send out tweets because they need to approve much of his tweets. So he's fighting that, saying, this is insane. You made an agreement with me, but you're not letting me send anything out. You're making it too hard to send anything. So when we look at Tesla right now, if it's up at 844, almost 20 bucks on Tesla, we've got 835 as our 8 moving average. So we're pinned between the 8 and the 21. Pivot points would be my numbers that I'd be looking at, but 876 is the second target. 862 is the first one, right? If you're looking upside, and they are moving. If we can get above the 876, it's awesome. I just don't see us making that so easily today. Right? Remember, we still are in wartime. SPY. I hope that helps, Ops Trader. Paul is asking for SPY. Let's see. Anybody else got SPY in there? I think that's the only one so far today. So let's go look at SPY in the intraday move. So they're up 739. Yowzer. Nice move. Very nice move. So let's go back and look at the end of day chart. So we're at 423.5. So lots of room, Paula, lots of room up to 227.75, right? Lots of room in there. I'd love the retest of the 421 and the bounce. And it doesn't have to come all the way down, but pull back a little bit and then bounce. That would make me very excited about a bullish entry on SPY today. So I hope that helps. Andres is asking for Apple. Let's see where Apple is. Right, 161. They're up $3.50 right now. Right, so they're at resistance, Andre. So caution. If it gets above, even if it gets above that 161, you've got resistance at 162.37. So it's a tough call. If we break that, 165.5. But you've got a couple of lines to contend with first. That 161.36 needs to be your key. All right, I hope that helps. Nvidia. John's asking for Nvidia. Let's see. So they were in a bearish bias overall. Let's go look at where they are pre-market. So they're up in pre-market $8.36. They're now sitting at 223.5. So 225.5 is resistance. You guys see, you see why I do this? You see why I look at the numbers? You see why I look at the charts? Just because it's up, that doesn't mean it keeps going up. Right? You've got to look at this intelligently, saying, where's the best bang for my buck? I listed out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 trades. There's another 10 or 15 in the chat box today for me to take a look at. Right? Call it 20 in total, just to make it an easy round number. Of those 20, you probably can't afford to do all 20, even if they all worked, which they will never will. So you've got to figure out which ones are the best ones for you. What fits your own personal risk profile, risk tolerance, and which one of those or ones of those trades are you willing to take, and what's your most important one that you like. When I look at a Nvidia, I love them. I love them as a company, but they're sitting at 223.32. They're sitting right where my horizontal line is. 225.65 is just above head. Right above that is 228.26. See, a lot of stuff, and those of you that are in power option plays, clear and concise entry. And I've mentioned that a lot today, guys, power option plays. We'll put a link down in the description below so you can check it out and see a little bit more what it's about. But we don't have a clear and concise entry. We do not have a clear path to our next target. If we fail off that 225.65, ding, 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 now we do. Right? Now we got a rocking opportunity. All right. So Nvidia. John, I hope that helps. Derek is asking for Nike. Just do it. Nike's in a real bearish tear. Woo! And they're up $5 to 126 in jingle right now. So 128 is resistance. 121 is support. You can see where we closed yesterday. We're just about back up at resistance now. So big move today. The transition day, which is what today is, a transition day, is very much about pivot points and finding key intraday moves, normally not directional trades. So I hope that helps, Derek. Let me know. Robert's asking for Delta Airlines. It's a good one to look at, Robert. I haven't in a couple of days. Oy vey. I'm glad they sent me my upgrade companion certificate before this massive bloodletting that just happened in the last few days. They're up $1.50 right now, which puts them at 32.63 right now and 33.40. You see how important these lines are all coming out to be? Line after line, candidate after candidate, we're coming right into a fib level. Why did it stop there? I don't know. Now you do. You understand why things are moving the way they do. Draw fibs on your charts, right? So, Robbie, you got the 33.40 right above head. If we could break it, you got 35.25. I like it, but this is a big breakdown for them over the last little bit, right? And I'm sure Russia and Ukraine have a big part to do with that. I mean, my daughter, who is an avid traveler, she's a nurse and travels like crazy. She gets all kinds of days off. She's got a couple hundred hours, 300 or 400 hours saved up right now that she can go away with or take off. And she's like, I'm not going to Europe, not with all of this going on, right? And she loves to travel, but there's a lot of fear. I wouldn't travel to Europe at this point, not until this thing is neutralized. There's no way, right? So Mike is asking for RTX. So, Robert, I hope that helped. Let me know. RTX, Raytheon. Okay, yeah. So they pulled back. We're not giving technology to Ukraine the way they thought we were going to, which is why the big run took place. And it's always the news, right? Buy on rumors, sell on fact, right? Raytheon is up $1.33, very spotty in the pre-market. So puts them at 96.18, 95.96. So we're right there, guys. We're right at that level. The next upside target is 97.37 on Raytheon. Hope that helps, Mike. Let me know. Trip, how much what cost, Trip? No, I'm kidding. COST. Costco. I did catch your message yesterday, Trip. It was, I think you heard why. I was just shot at that point. So we'll try to catch up today. Good move on Costco overall. They were in a bullish bias, true bull as of yesterday. COST. Wow, they're at 591 right now. Really nice move. It puts them at 529.27 with 532 as resistance. So, Trip, guys, look what's happened. We broke above and we failed. We broke above, failed, above. Oh, we closed above, gap down. We broke above, came back, above, came back. We need to close above that 532 level. Everything that's above that has been an if, right? It's been very iffy. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the last 5 days have attempted to break that 531.95 and have failed. So that's where we're at on a Trip. 570 is the next upside target from there. So I hope that helps. Karen said jobs report at 10 a.m. this morning. Any thoughts? Yeah, I do think, Karen, that it can become an important number if there's an anomaly in it. But we've got such big results in the last 6 months of unemployment dropping and all of that stuff, more jobs getting filled. I think that it's going to be more of a, yeah, me too. But if there's any kind of but in there, then yes, it can be a big one. But definitely something to keep your eye on and to know what's out there. All right, last two. Debbie's asking for AA and Home Depot. So AA, Alcoa. Let's see. We need a new fib in there. So let's pull that one back. We can go from here to here. All right, 80 to 87. No, we don't need a fib in there. Okay, good. So we're sitting right now on AA, which, by the way, guys, every one of you should watch AA for one reason and one reason only, and they are the unofficial start of earnings season. They're down $1.87 right now, which puts them at 80.50. So they're right now at our fib line. Why is that happen over and over and over again, right? So they're in a bearish neutral bias. You've got room down to 76.74 if they continue to slide. But you're also, Debbie, fighting the overall market. So caution there, right? And then Home Depot, the Depot. Let's go see where they are in the market this morning. They're up 4 1/4 from yesterday's close. So that puts them at 321. 323 is resistance. Caution there, guys. They're in a bearish bias right now. So at least get a close above the 323.42, and you've got a clear path to 333.51, right? Yep, there you go, Linda. Good. I'm glad you liked the MU chart. Ops Trader said, I'm big on the pivot points. Me too, Ops Trader. I use them every day. Got it, John. Excellent. Good, 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 good. The whole fib on Costco. You got it, Trip. COST. Let's see. It's back there. It's an older one. Right, but we haven't violated except in time. But we start back here, Trip, what looks like about March 4th. So we're a year old on it already. You could look at a new one with a hiccup right in here. With a hiccup right in here. Right? But those are the numbers. You guys got it, got it. Let's see. Ed says, when is a good time to roll over from the H22 to the M22? To me, Ed, it's all about putting both symbols on a watch list and watching when the volume is greater on the new contract. That's when I switch over. I don't switch over until the numbers don't match any longer. Look for the mismatch of price and look for the mismatch of volume. Just because it's rollover day, that doesn't mean it's the best day to switch. To me, the best day to switch is when you see the price mismatch, where the old contract doesn't match up with price any longer, and the volume of the front month contract, the new contract, the new one is greater than what the old one was. Right? You got it, Ed. What did I miss there, Sean? Oh, DWAC. All right, let's do that real quick. I did miss it. Thanks for that, Sean. So let's go look at where DWAC is. Right, which is President Trump. Right, they're up $2 right now at 77.21. So I'm good with listen, I like DWAC a lot. I think there are great covered call premiums on it. I'm a huge fan of them, right? You've got resistance at 85.84. Pivot points for sure. 74.65 is without a doubt going to be our support level, right? As long as we can maintain above there, we're at 77.5. I would like to see, Paul, a little bit of a pullback and then a bounce. If we can get a small pullback and a bounce, you're looking at, as I said, 85, we'll call it, will be the resistance. Snap a line on your chart right now, and that's going to be a hard target of where it goes. So you're not getting out there. You're getting out somewhere below that level, right? Buck and a half below that. All right. There you have it, everybody. Make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Take care, folks. I will see all of you at our next update tomorrow. Bye for now.